Hey everyone, it's Josh from Josh's Geeky Workbench here, and I wanted to talk to you about a new project I found. I'm going to show it to you. It's the 2020 Ghostbusters Ghost Trap found at Walmart, which is sold by Rubies and Image. It is the same trap essentially as the Spirit Halloween one, but this one only retails for $19.99 and comes with a functional pedal switch. Although it is not the best looking, I think it's an amazing upgrade, and the fact that this is only $20 as opposed to the $50 price tag that Spirit had is welcome to a lot of fans of Ghostbusters. So let's get right into it and show you the trap. So here's the trap. It's essentially the same exact thing that we all got, with a couple of key differences. One is our pedal, which is a single, two-strand wire that goes in. Unfortunately, it goes to the side. I wish it went into the back like they did in the movies, but for $20, how can you complain? And I think the best addition we have is this doesn't have that push button like the old Spirit traps did, where it was like a clicky pen. It never looked right. It always looked cheap and chintzy, and this really does make it look a lot better, I think. For those of you interested, here's the box. Ghostbusters Lights and Sound Ghost Trap. You have the Image logo down here in the corner. Let's see, I'll show you the back. This is the back with the PKE meter available. Now, I have not found the PKE meter at any of our Walmarts in my area, but again, from what I understand, it's essentially the same as the Spirit, but the Rubies version, or some of the LEDs maybe not as clear or as bright, but essentially the lights and sounds are all the same. So let's get into what we wanted to do for this video, which is talk about, I want to disassemble the button here and check out the inside of this button and compare versus the Spirit trap that I have off camera right now. So let me put this camera down and we'll do a compare and contrast, and then I'll pull that button apart. All right. So first things first is this is my Spirit trap that I have taken. I've painted it silver. I've added some actual hardware. I painted the front silver. Again, more realistic hardware on the side, and that's pretty much all I've done to it. I've done a little bit of weathering, nothing crazy. The push button opens the top. The doors, they're flimsy, they don't open all the way. It was never a perfect system. Now, for $50, I was very happy with it. If you were lucky enough to find these after Halloween and get them 50% off, for $25 you're even better off. A little bit of paint, some real hardware. I think this made it look really nice. This button up top always drove me bananas. I don't like it. It gets in the way. Some of them, if they get dropped, they pop off and you lose all the parts. So, although it works, it never worked great. Now, the Walmart trap, on the other hand, has a nice setup with the pedal. So when I press it, it's on demo mode right now, so let's turn it on. I'm going to press the button. Doors open. They open nice and wide. Everything works. Press the button again. Doors close. Now, I will say, when I bought mine, like a lot of people have been finding, the batteries are drained dead. To the point where the lights might flicker, but the doors don't open. There's no sound. And I really had to put brand new, fully charged Duracells in to get this to operate. And I've also seen from a couple people that you can bypass the demo mode on here by rewiring the inside, and that's something I'll look at on a different video. But for now, I just want to do a little walk around on this. Same as the Spirit, it comes with the white panel, the fake screws, nothing fancy. The black front is black. Same on this side, fake screws, white panel. I will say the coloring on the yellow is a little different. This one's a little more orange, this one's a little more yellow. I want to say I kind of like the yellow. It stands out a little bit better. But that's something that's easy enough to pop off. They just kind of bend out of the way. So if you bend it up, they just pop off this pin first and then that one. And same thing when you're putting it back in. And so it's easy enough to swap the doors out. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to work. Turn our power roller off. Now, again, like I was saying with demo mode, I just switched this off, but if you press on the button, it works anyways. And because of that, this trap is always on and it's draining the batteries. So what we're going to do later is bypass those wires so that only works on and off. But that's another video for another day after I crack this in half. So first step, we're going to check out this pedal. I want to check out the inside, see what we got working with. There's no screws on the bottom. There's no screws on the side. All you got is this pin that runs right through the middle. So it seems like it's two halves held together by a pin. So we're going to press it down, use my screwdriver, pop it out. You have one pin. Sorry about that. You have one pin. The top half, pin just goes through the middle. Spring sits on the spring seat. You have one spring here, and you just have one push button. Most likely like a momentary switch. Just single wire, you know. So you press it, registers to press it again, it closes. So that should be pretty easy to change this one wire out for something more heavy duty that won't break. We can add a realistic pedal with a similar switch on it. It should be pretty easy to change this out for a very realistic screen accurate trap pedal. And I think that's going to be pretty fun to build, and we'll do that here on the channel together. So for now, that's that. Let's put this back together. So the same thing, I just line everything up, press the spring down, push my pin in, voila. So there we have it. I want to thank everyone for joining me today. We'll have more videos in the future. Very soon I'll be cracking this open. We'll check out the internals. I want to see how everything's wired compared to the Spirit trap. I want to see if I can switch over all the electronics and just make this a nice, easy swap. So we'll see in the future how it works out, and I'll see you then. Thanks for joining me. Bye.